and he's against a very, very good mid laner. And Bjergsen said himself, I can't lose to a jungler. Is that even possible?
Locks in the virus. Oh, there's a last second switch from Bjergsen. Because, I mean, you gotta, it's a risk-reward thing. Because if you're staring at the screen, with 2 seconds left, you need to like look at the pick, see what you want to pick against it, and pivot. So
around a little bit easier there. Can be hard to spot him in there as well. And then he can jump out with hammer form and try and get the all-in.
definitely so. Both players will need to buy their time and kind of fire at the right moment. We also see, because these champions have very predictable damage, that these guys are running barrier and exhaust, because it's really easy to time when you need to exhaust a Jace. And you can then barrier to shock blast.
Bjergsen got in first. He's in there.
Bad.
Straight on to Clearlove, man. A lot of damage. You can, of course, recall.
Can you?
Yes,
yeah,
you can.
You're actually allowed. Yeah, I was like,
I
was like, what's happening here? He can't recall.
That's why they can get items, Crepo, and not, you know, die and then have to go back. So losing that little trade didn't matter too much for Clearlove. He will return in time, maybe slightly, but actually, this will cost him a little bit on the first push because he's behind these minions coming in. Bjergsen will get a bit of damage on the melees.
And that's everything in this matchup, because even a full arrow through the minion wave, Jace can just fast push. The second you kill one creep first, the way the waves interact is so it's going to cascade here. Bjergsen will immediately take a creep down.
Well, Clearlove did start E, so he can actually AoE on more of the minions, but he didn't hit Bjergsen, and he didn't hit a minion. So this was actually a really poor use of his first ability.
Yeah, notice how Bjergsen used auto attack on the melee creep as well, and then obviously Qs the backline for massive AoE bonus. Now he's going to slow down because he wants to keep his spells for his enemy, or for the opponent rather.
Yeah, and another thing, especially when you play Jace, but Varus actually suffers a little bit from the same issue, is mana. You can't just sit there and spam abilities on the minions over and over, because then you run out of mana, and then you can't really do a whole lot. Good little trade there. You got the thing Crepo talked about earlier, caster minions and Clearlove.
And that's what you want to do, and then later on you got to use that same gate to speed yourself up and just whack him in the face. Right now it is just a control for the push. Another E miss, which means the counterattack from Bjergsen.
Yeah, and you can see the thing we talked about earlier as well. Like, Bjergsen is constantly walking in and out of the brush on the side. So when Clearlove did fire his E to try and hit him, he's not 100% sure where he is, and he's not hitting minions, so he's not getting any counter push at all. And Bjergsen just using the brushes really well in the start.
Yeah, and usually if a lane meets up on your side of the map, push that much. Bjergsen immediately wants to fire down. Now goes in for the hammer.
And now sees mana. He has to go back and take the relic. Clearlove got his relic as well.
This could be the counter push, because obviously much better position for Clearlove here to attack that wave.
And he's level 3 as well already. Bjergsen got his level 3 now, and Clearlove again.
Is he running experience then? Because there wasn't any experience missed by Bjergsen. Clearlove must actually be running experience runes then.
Yeah, we have seen that before. We saw it once in the IWCA. Early rush for level 3 and then a full all-in. Definitely is a possibility here in the showdown.
You would think it would happen more in kind of all-in matches. That spike at level 3 or 4. This matchup at least spikes on 6, not earlier at all.
You can also see how there's a difference in potions for both of them. Obviously, Biscuits from Bjergsen to get a little bit of extra sustained mana. But right now, he's losing out on some of these trades. He's gotten a bit of mana back. Clearlove has now lost most of his, but he's obviously traded it for HP on the Jace.
Yeah, if Clearlove can keep his wave posture here and save some mana up to threaten Bjergsen if he goes for the relic, and he's in prime position to really take control and force the first beneficial back for himself here.
Very even in farm. Bjergsen will try and get these, but it is different. Last hitting here, you saw the one caster minion actually go down, because the way it works on this map, the caster minions, one tower shot, and then they're all the way down to like 5-10%, and you have to last hit them instantly. Otherwise, you don't get them.
Look at Bjergsen here. He knows he's not going to trade, so he just goes for the fast push on the cannon wave, knowing that it'll take time for his opponent to deal with it. Clearlove could leave this in a freeze and base, but you generally don't want to do that in the 1v1 map. But look, he's trying to struggle.
Good interrupting though. Very nice. Very good.
Smart part greedy base by Bjergsen, but now he has to kind of get the advantage himself. Do the same thing again. Wants to keep pushing in and get the reset here if you're Bjergsen.
So far, no all-in. Very hard, honestly, for both champions to all-in with barrier and exhaust on the other side. Bjergsen constantly sitting on very low mana. Just going, but he has some minions hitting him.
A little bit of minion block here. Clearlove
got the slow. Can he get in range for exhaust as well?
Sweeper.
Oh, he has no mana for anything. Oh, he gets him.
Bjergsen's so desperate to get the wave under the tower that he doesn't want to base, and Clearlove so comfortable under his turret. Bjergsen could never chase that trade through. That's why the positioning of the wave was much better by Clearlove. You want to stay roughly even on CS. There was honestly a couple of E's that Clearlove used that missed Bjergsen completely. He could have been out of mana here if he did one more of those bad trades. Bjergsen, obviously, that's the downside of barrier versus heal. It only lasts a very tiny amount of time.
Just enough with the last auto attack from Clearlove.
And he knows.
He knows. I mean, yes, you really want to win the 1v1, but at the same time, here at All-Stars, again, you're celebrating the players, you're celebrating the fun modes we do have. So if you do lose, it's not the end of the world.
Don't smash the keyboard.